Hey, what's up you guys? Welcome to another video on my channel of Little Talks with Chels. So, guys, I'm feeling inspired. I got a bunch of new ideas for videos and I want to start vlogging more. And yeah, I'm really excited where this channel is going and I can't wait for you guys to see everything that I got in store for the future. Anywho. Recently, I watched a video the last video that Connor Fanta uploaded, not the one he put up today, but I think it was like 2 days ago. I don't know, something like that. Basically, it was just about, starting conversation on YouTube and not being afraid to open up and share your ideas and, like, worry about, someone taking it the wrong way or getting their feelings hurt and stuff like that. I just wanted to put it out there that anything I say in my videos is not to offend anyone. It's to use what I've gone through and what I've learned from that, or to share my ideas. And excuse me, I apologize if anyone ever gets offended from something that I say at some point in time when I make videos. I mean, nothing is directed towards anyone and nothing is meant to hurt anyone, and I just wanted to put that out there before I start talking about what I'm going to talk about today. So let's get to it. Gazillion thoughts that run through this head of mine all the time, and this is one of them. I feel like today a lot of people are just living for the money. You know, like, people aren't actually living their lives and they're not actually alive. They're just like, okay, come home, wake up, go to sleep, get up in the morning, make more money so I can survive. That's not a life. That's not living. And I just feel like people are not doing what they love and trying to create a life out of passion and doing things that they love to do. You know, and I think if you want to get the best out of your life, you're just going to dedicate yourself to something that you're passionate about and something that you love, and the money will follow through. And, you know, it's like when you're living for what you love to do, it's different than when you're living just to make money. And, you know, being a young person, I have that option now, being that I'm not on my own yet, creating a living for myself. I have the option to live doing something that I love, you know, and I mean, even older people have that same option, you know, but maybe it's like, it's different, because, you know, you gotta survive, you gotta pay the rent, you gotta pay the bills. I get that. I'm not saying that that's not important. I'm just saying that we only live once, and we should make the best of our time here, because once we're gone, you know, we never get this time back. And we shouldn't be stuck doing things that we don't like to do and that we're miserable doing just because we want to make a couple of bucks. Because when we're dead, those couple of bucks aren't gonna matter. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? You feel me? You feel me? You feel me? You get my drift? You feeling what I'm saying? Yeah. But yeah, I just feel like people live their lives just day to day. They do the same things and it's just boring, and they just want to get paid. They want to make that bank. I get that, and that is so important. But it's like, imagine being able to do something you love and being able to support yourself at the same time. That's literally living heaven on earth, you know? Like, that's one of our greatest gifts and blessings that we have in our lives, that we get to create how we live our lives. You know, we get to do what we want and make the best out of it. And I think money is a really, like, in my opinion, I think money is a really bad motivator for people to do stuff. And I feel like people shouldn't be motivated by the money, because it's like they're forgetting what they're actually doing it for. You're just like, oh my god, I'm getting paid $10,000 for doing this? Like, damn, I'm gonna do this. And then it's like, you're a fashion designer, but then you're doing this $10,000 gig as a designer for dog outfits or something like that, and you don't like making outfits for dogs, but you do it anyway just to get paid. That's the most ridiculous thing, is that people do things for money. It's like, okay, you know, you're wasting your time putting your energy into something that you don't really like to do, and you're just wasting your energy when you could be putting that same energy doing something that you love and creating a Vera Wang kind of inspired themed wedding dress instead of designing for dogs. I know that's a really weird ass comparison, or I don't know, just I know that was weird, but I mean, bear with me, it was an example. So yeah, I mean, me personally, like, my experience this summer, oh good lord. Okay, so I'm in college and I want to have a part-time job, you know, just to make some extra money so that I can depend on myself. Yes, that is understandable. I tried to do that this summer. That shit didn't work out at all. No, it didn't work. Ow! I just hit my nose. I talk with my hands too much, but what can I say? I was a battalion in my past life. Okay, anyway, back on track. So at the beginning of the summer, I got a job at this place called Nothing Bundt Cakes, and I really loved it a lot because I love cupcakes. I love baking them. I love giving people cupcakes. I love the smell of cupcakes. The shop itself was just the cutest. I loved it. I loved everything about that place. And my first day working, you know, I was working the front, I was working the counter, and I was doing really, 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 really well. I was like, I can see myself here. I like it. Boom. Yes, making extra money like a boss. Well, to put it lightly, that crap didn't work out. I was getting up early to go on BART with my mom to Millburn, because she works in Burlingame. So I was going with her to work part-time at Nothing Bundt Cakes. And I told the lady, I was like, well, I get here at 7 o'clock in the morning, so I need to work days. I prefer to work days, you know. And I told her this during the interview, and she was all like, yeah, okay, cool, like, girl, this is gonna work, you know, I'm gonna put you on days, because I need somebody here since all of my summer people and people who graduated from high school are leaving. And I was like, all right, Gucci, I got myself a job. Well, she didn't put me on days. She wanted to put me on nights, and I was gonna spend 6-7 hours at my mom's work waiting to go to work at like 3 in Millbrae, and mind you, I live in Oakland. So I was like, okay, alright, like, cool, I get that, I understand. You know, just, you know, switch my schedule with someone who's gonna be leaving in like 2 to 3 days so I can work their days, you know? She didn't. So it just didn't work out. You know, I've had a shitty year, and I didn't want to have a shitty summer too and then go back to the same shitty school that I came from. I was like, one can only bear so much shit, you know, because then it starts to stink and you feel sick and you just can't deal with it anymore. So, yeah. And then I had another job, and I got my eyeglasses from this place, right? So, you know, I go in, I get my eyeglasses, I'd be looking real cute. And then she's like, hey, are you looking for part-time summer work? Knowing me, you know, broke college student waiting to make a couple bucks, is like, okay, sure, like, I'll take this part-time job and help you out, and, you know. She's like, okay, great, like, I'll call you on Monday, and we'll set it up, and I'll let you know what the lowdown is. And I was like, okay, cool. Monday comes around, she don't call. I call her like 2 days later to just see what's happening and going on. And I'm like, oh, hey, you know, it's Chelsea from the other day. I was wondering if you still needed help and if I could come help you out. You know, if you still needed me. You know, me, Chelsea, remember. Hey. She was like, oh, hey, I was thinking about you. I was going to call you. I'm busy. Okay, I understand that. I'll call you back in 30 minutes. She never called back. Dude. Keep your guys' words. One thing, you know, don't tell someone you're going to do something and then don't do it. Like, keep your word. And I can say I haven't really been the best all the time at keeping my word. And it's like, I acknowledge that and I'm sorry. You know, we're all human, we make mistakes, but you know, each day as you try to make yourself better, just try and keep your word. She said she was going to call me back in 30 minutes. She didn't, and I'm over here waiting for her phone call. So my struggle with work this summer has been real. You know, I mean, it's a taste of real life. You know, you can't control what your boss is going to do. You can't control if someone's going to hire you. You can't trust what anyone's going to tell you. It's like, you got to put your battle gear on and just, you know, don't expect the best and don't expect the worst. Just stay neutral. You know, just stay neutral. Because people are going to say and do things and then they're not going to follow through, and then you get your hopes up and then you just crash and burn and you're like, oh my god, what the hell? Dude, like, oh my god. It's crazy. Okay. People use those two words and I'm like, which one is right? I don't know if ranting or venting. I just get them mixed up. Sorry. Help me. Anywho. I guess, if anything you guys take from this little video about my experience and my advice and what I think about money and how it's a bad motivator, blah, 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 blah. I guess I just want you to take one thing from this video. No, two things. You only live once. Do what you love and be able to survive off of that. I mean, whether you're young, middle school, elementary school, high school, college, a working adult, you're older, you know, I mean, there's never the right time in your life to do something. You're always going to think and say to yourself, there's always going to be a better time, a better day, a better year. But, I mean, to put it bluntly, there's not a better time to do anything, because something can happen to you at any given moment, and you know, the best time to do something that you love and really put your all into it and just make it something beautiful and be able to live and survive and thrive off of doing what you love. There's never a perfect time for that. That time is now, and if you just put some time into it every day and put aside everything else that's just driving you crazy and you just go for it and you do what you love and you put time and an effort into that consistently, I promise you, with my experience and just with the way this world is and how much it has to offer, I know that things will work out for you. So just go out there, do what you love, make it happen, because you only live once and you don't want to be motivated by money. The money will follow. That's where faith comes in. You know, I'm very religious. I have strong faith in God. And whether you're Christian or you have faith in other things, put your faith in that time, you know? Don't be motivated by money. Use your faith to know that doing what you love is going to create the best life possible for you. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up and comment below some of the things that you love to do. I would love to know about that. And I really hope you enjoyed this video. And stay tuned next week for another video like this and vlogs during the week. You know, I do tiny little vlogs if I need to vent or if I'm doing something cool and I want to share it with you guys. Look out for the vlogs. And there will for sure be videos like this every week. So stay tuned. I love you guys. Hearts. I did like a heart kiss thing right there. me redo the outro. Heart. I love you guys.